Do you remember the video about why we feel guilty as parents? We talked about how that guilt might be irrational and comes from us doing a really good job of markedly mirroring our children over the day, of feeling their pain and distress. We also talked about guilt that might come from actually having really misunderstood a child or in some way caused harm. So the next thing I'm going to say may be upsetting to some parents watching this, but I want you to bear with me because I'm trying to get through to what's really hopeful about all that we're discussing right now, and hopeful for all of us as parents. And we've touched, haven't we, and we're going to go into more detail in future videos about the importance of self-forgiveness and repair in relationships. So what I want to say, and the bit that I think may feel upsetting to hear, is that if you are a parent who can look back and think, gosh, that was a time or a period of time where I really didn't see my child clearly, what we would say is that at that moment in time, you probably saw your child more as a silhouette than a fully coloured and three-dimensional rounded person. What we're trying to do in the whole of the Lighthouse programme, as you become better and better at switching on and maintaining an illuminating beam, that approaching the child with a real wish to know and to understand, and for your child to experience your interest. What we're aiming for is for you to really shed light on your child through your beam, through the information you glean from him or her, so that he or she really exists in your mind as a fully rounded, three-dimensional figure with feelings, wishes, desires, a future, past memories, past experiences. And according as you do this, your child will increasingly feel that you are a safe, secure harbour for them. And all of the benefits that come from a secure attachment will come to them thanks to your switching on and maintaining the illuminating beam. A really important question is, how do I know who I am? How did I develop this sense of myself, who I am in the world, with this capacity to feel and experience life and relationships? Well, it comes from being seen. Your child's sense of self grows every time he feels or she feels understood and seen by you. We're going to go into this in a bit more detail. But you remember I talked about, let's say there's a moment where, let's say you feel understood by me in a conversation. And maybe it's accurate to say, so after I checked with you, is it right that I see you? And you say, yeah, you see me. And then you check out something about what I'm feeling, and I confirm that you see me. So I see you and you see me. But I also now see that you see me. And you see that I see you. You see me seeing you. You can go a step further. You see that I see you seeing me. And I see you seeing me seeing you. Now, why is that important? Okay? If I see you and you see me, then I feel seen by you. And if I'm in some distress, I might struggle to let you go because I feel seen by you, because I feel understood. But when I get to the point where I see that you see me, then I realize that I am in your mind. And if you see me seeing you, then I'm in your mind and you're in my mind. And maybe now I can let go of you. Maybe just for short periods. Maybe just to go to sleep at night and trust that you carry on thinking about me in the night. That if I call out, you'll come. And in the morning, that you'll still be there. Speaking as a child, of course. One more example of marked mirroring, and I want to use a cartoon to show you. Sadly, it's not drawn by the wonderful artist Madeleine, but by myself, so please bear with me. Let's say there's this infant. He's crying, he's in distress. Inside his body is this feeling he doesn't understand, and he has to scream it out to ask for it to be seen and understood. Can anybody see me? Can anybody hear me? Tell me what's going on. Let's say there's a mum. Again, excuse the drawing. She feels some of what he's feeling. Because this is how we learn what others feel. We empathically connect and feel at least a little bit of their distress. But she's not overwhelmed by it, and she's able to markedly mirror it back. She's able to say, look, I see you. Yeah, I hear you. And I feel some of what you're feeling. Trust me, what you're feeling is bearable. We call it grief, by the way, or sadness. That's the name for it. And the effect on the child, particularly as this will happen time and time again, is that the child will be soothed and comforted, and many times feel, thank you, I'm now not so scared. I don't feel so alone with this. And over time, trusting what the mum says about what he feels, he'll also arrive at a time when he can say, okay, so this is what we call sadness. Okay, I know what to call it then when I come to you. I'll tell you I'm feeling sad. This is marked mirroring. It is how the child builds up over time, thanks to your mentalizing him, your markedly mirroring his different feelings. He gets to know what these feelings are like in his body and in his mind, and you label them for him, and so he builds a picture of himself accurately through looking at how you represent him in your mind. This is where his sense of self grows. This is how his sense of self grows. And from this also will come his security of attachment.